AFTV Lee. First of all, I've got to start by saying what a very moving for me right at the start.
Yeah.
The minutes applause for Kevin Campbell is very moving.
Oh yeah. Took me about 10 minutes to get into the game after that, really. Big up. I just want to say big up to Arsenal, but also all the fans. I'm glad. I'm really glad, because there was a rumour they was going to do a minute's silence. I was so glad it was a minute's applause, because I think Kevin would have wanted that, and the fans just never let him down. I'm getting emotional now talking about it, but it was fantastic, and I just want to thank every fan for that today.
Yeah,
because that was special.
His family were here today as well.
Yeah, his family there, his brothers and sisters are there today, like they're in the box, they'd be very emotional as well about it. But it was a great tribute to a great guy. Not only like he could play for Arsenal, but just an all-round good guy. And very. First 10 minutes, I didn't really know what was going on. Because I just wasn't in the game, but so a big thank to the fans.
No, absolutely brilliant. And then the game gets underway, and listen, we've won 2-0 in the end, but it was a bitty performance, because at some points really good from Arsenal, and then in other points very sloppy. Is that to be expected first game of the season? Well,
listen, I think so. I've never seen Declan Rice get cramped. That tells you everything. Saka weren't at his best today, but still with that one bit of magic. You can see that they're not quite sharp enough. I think that, if I'll be really honest, I think that they were more ready than us, because they're obviously more prepared. But quality gets you through, and I'm going to say it now. I'm looking at it and going, well, Saka's quiet today. But there he is. He's made the first goal for Havertz.
You were saying to take him off as well?
No, I never said taking him off.
Someone over there said
I get that, because we was having a conversation. Who's been the most quietest out of the three up front, at the top? It was probably like Saka. But those moments, I thought he was very quiet all game, but he had two moments with 1-2-0. That's it. That's what he does. Havertz, I thought was very very good today. Just looks a little bit sharp. And Martinelli done okay, but at the end of the day, that is what it is about. I thought we were sloppy in a lot of areas today. But when it matters, certain people step up, i.e. Saka, i.e. the goalkeeper, because he made two good saves today, even though he was at fault for one of those kicks. But at the end of the day, he made the save, and I felt Odegaard played really well, but there was a chance when he could have let Martinelli go through, and it was a sloppy pass. So at the end of it, look, listen, we all want that statement win. I wanted it. I wanted a 3 or 4-0 win to put it up there. But you have to give credit to Wolves. I thought they were a dogged, really difficult team to break down, and they was rigid in their tactics and everything like that. And we weren't quite there. But I'd rather us play not crap, but I'd rather us play like that and win than play outstandingly well when we lose today. Yes. So that's the fine lines that you need.
Yeah, you spoke about before the game. I remember you saying to me the importance of Havertz.
Yeah.
Getting off to a good start. We were watching the Liverpool game earlier, and you saying their main guys scored, Jota and Salah. Sort of the same here today, isn't it? It's like Havertz off to a goal in his first game, and also Saka.
Exactly that, it's important, I know Julian didn't agree with me on this, but I think it's very, very important that your strikers, your main guys, get goals, get off the mark early doors. Because at the end of the day, if Havertz doesn't score today, then he doesn't score next game, then he doesn't score next game. Pressure starts building. Yeah. At the end of the day now, you're off and running. Same with Saka, off and running. Saka last season, off and running like at Nottingham Forest. So I think it's very, very important, And when people say, well, last season, Havertz was getting under a little bit of pressure because he hadn't scored or whatever. So that's taken away from you now, So I think it is that when Havertz scored today, I was cheering that on more, not because we was 1-0 up, but for that exact reason,
And like you said, important to get the win. We've got it. Next week, tough game away at Aston Villa, but we go there with a win.
Yeah, no games are easy. I think that was the one thing I think you've got to take out of it now. I think Wolves have lost their best two players, but they've still put in a very, very good, determined performance. So no games are easy. We was watching the Liverpool Ipswich game for 45 minutes, nothing in it. When Liverpool stepped up, that's what you've got to do. And this is what these teams have got to do, just step up to it a little bit better. And I think that at the end of the day, quality showed today. It wasn't our best performance, but quality players, and that's what you've got to have in certain areas that do it, like, you know. And Villa, well, we owed him. Robbie, we owed him. I ain't afraid to say it. You know what I mean? Like, I want us to go up there and if I want to see 3 or 4, it's against them. I'm not being horrible. I do, because they cost us last season. Congratulations, they got into the Champions League on the 6 points that they got against us. But at the end of it, I think at the end of the day we owe them, and hopefully Arteta and the players will know that. I think what's very, very important now, they've got a couple of days recovery, and then they can get the fitnesses up again on certain players. Because I tell you what, Rob, if we play like that, I don't think we've got enough to beat Villa, like, you know what I mean? You can't just keep relying on a little bit of odd magic. It's got to be a team performance and all that. But defensively looks sound today. That's another good thing. Clean sheet, first game of the season, very, very good.